It's time for GMA3, new fallout for former Prince Andrew, and what the new investigation could mean for other members of the royal family. The new frontier in medicine for your pet, how the weight loss medication revolution could soon help your fat cat or big dog. Unwrapped, Spotify unveiling its 2025 Wrapped list, which artists top the list, and the surprising new updates fans can expect. It's time for GMA3.
From ABC News headquarters in New York City, this is GMA3.
We are so golden here at GMA3. Hi, I'm Rebecca Jarvis.
And I'm Gio Benitez here with Will Reeve. We are so glad you can join us on this Wednesday.
Yeah, it's a great Wednesday, very festive around here, getting in the holiday spirit. You've got a nice velvet jacket going, RJ. We also have a cookie party. What's the holidays without cookies? 3 great chefs are here. They're going to share their tips for hosting, and of course, they will share some of their favorite recipes.
Yes, we are very much looking forward to that. There's also this new study out on smartphones and the alarming impact they can have on young kids, and Dr. Darian Sutton is here to break that down for us.
Yeah, really important stuff there. But we are going to begin here with Luigi Mangione in court yesterday as police body cam video showed officers searching the accused killer before his 2024 arrest. Defense attorneys are now trying to block some of the evidence that they seized, and Chief Investigative Correspondent Aaron Katersky is here with more on this. Aaron.
Hey, Gio, an attempt by his attorneys to throw out some of that key evidence brought the Pennsylvania police officer who arrested Luigi Mangione nearly 1 year ago to a New York courtroom. And that's where he described recognizing a murder suspect and playing for time. New details about Luigi Mangione's arrest from the officer who first confronted him in Altoona, Pennsylvania. Patrolman Joseph Detweiler was dispatched to McDonald's after a manager called 911 to report a male in the store that looks like the New York City shooter, wanted for the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Detweiler testified he was skeptical. I did not think it was going to be the person they thought it was. He said his superior officer even joked, if you get the New York City shooter, I'll buy you a hoagie. But as soon as the man sitting in a corner with a breakfast sandwich and a hash brown lowered his mask, the officer testified, I knew it was him immediately. The officer is heard on body camera footage telling a colleague, it's him. He is nervous as hell. The officer testified Mangione gave him this fake ID for a Mark Rosario and claimed, I'm homeless. The officer asking, have you been to New York? While officers check the ID, Mangione is seen slowly finishing his breakfast. 19 minutes into the encounter, they read him his rights. The defense arguing that was too late.
Typically, when police take you into custody, they are to read you your Miranda rights so that way you know what you can and cannot say. Here, they encountered him, were asking him questions before they Mirandized him. This raises the grounds for the defense's constitutional argument that they violated his rights.
Now, in court, we also saw body camera footage depicting Mangione in handcuffs, officers rummaging through his jacket and backpack. Defense attorneys want the contents of the bag excluded because the officers lacked a warrant. The officer testified Pennsylvania law does not require one at that stage. Mangione, guys, is going to be back in court on Thursday. This suppression hearing could last several more days.
Yeah, the defense trying everything they can for their client. Aaron, thank you so much. We're going to turn now to the latest fallout from the disgraced former Prince Andrew. There's an investigation into his and other royals' living arrangements, and Maggie Rulli is in London with that story. Hello, Maggie.
Hey, Will, yeah, royal finances are under scrutiny today, all because of former Prince Andrew, now Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. Members of Parliament have announced that they'll now be looking into the tenancy agreements for all members of the royal family in residences paid for by UK taxpayers. Now, this comes after it was revealed that the former prince only paid a so-called peppercorn rent for his home on the Windsor estate. Now, Andrew's lease, which was leaked to the press, showed that he paid more than $1 million up front and a further $13 million in renovations on a 75-year lease in 2003. But guys, then an annual rent of just 1 peppercorn, meaning no real payment was ever expected. The disgraced former prince has since been forced out of Royal Lodge. His tenancy was ended by his brother, King Charles, due to the scandal from accusations against him of sexual assault and his longstanding friendship with the convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Now, Andrew has consistently denied any wrongdoing. Now, guys, exactly when Andrew will be moving out of Royal Lodge is not yet clear, but the palace has said it will be as soon as possible.
Yep, a lot of expectations there. Okay, Maggie, thank you. We are going to turn now to a possible weight loss breakthrough for your pets. Gio, you have those details.
This is fascinating, and I can't wait to tell you the name. It's in a second here. This is actually really fascinating. It could eventually help keep your pets at home healthy if they suffer from obesity. So here's what we're talking about. It's a pharmaceutical company out of San Francisco called Ocava. It's beginning a pilot study of a GLP-1 drug for cats with obesity. Now, they're calling it Meow 1. And they're doing it differently than adults, not a weekly injection. A vet leading the study told the New York Times that it's a small implant that slowly releases the medication for 6 months.
I have to say, as someone who covers business, I see dollar signs here as part of the impetus. Obviously, there are health reasons as well. What is the big picture, and what about dogs?
Yeah, so the company actually expects these results to be out there by the summer. They're going to have a large clinical trial with hopes of getting it with FDA approval in 2 years or less. Now, if it all works out, it could be a game changer for both cats and dogs, because it turns out that 60% of all dogs and cats in America are clinically obese, and hundreds of thousands have diabetes. Now, some vets are already doing this off-label for pets with diabetes, but they're calling it the new frontier in medicine for pets. It's really interesting.
I have a follow-up.
Okay.
Why not just feed your pets less food?
Yeah, see, this feels like a trap, and I'm not falling in.
Okay, all right. Just asking. I don't know.
They don't make the late night trips to the refrigerator.
Right.
All right, Gio, thank you. Coming up here, an Emily in Paris exclusive. Mon Dieu, it's all ahead in Pop News.
All right, we are back now with Pop News, and Will Gans is here.
Let's get into it. There's a certain je ne sais quoi in the air around here, but that's thanks to a brand new season of Emily in Paris, and now we have a look at the very first trailer for season 5. Check it out.
I don't think my ideas are translating, but Rome wasn't built in a day.
And yet, it only took you 1 day to destroy it.
Rome is so new and exciting, but I have built a life for myself in Paris. Everything is just going on without me.
You know the saying, you can't go home again? Well, you can. It's leaving that's the hard part.
I know I'm excited for the future. I think you should be too.
Uh-oh, they're all back. Will Emily continue on her Italian adventure for season 5, or will it turn out to just be a little detour? Season 5 of Emily in Paris begins streaming December 18th on Netflix, and the whole cast of the series will be joining us on GMA next week to tell us all about it, hopefully in some of that absolutely fabulous fashion that they wear throughout the show.
So good. I mean, it has to be a detour, right? I mean, it's Paris.
Emily in Paris, otherwise.
Oh, I'd be okay with whatever they choose.
Yeah, when it comes to this show, there are no rules. Plot, dialogue, fashion. Rules are meant to be broken in the Emily in Paris cinematic universe. All right, we here in Pop News love the best of the best, and so does People, and now they are out with their best of the year issue, and look who's on the cover, y'all. The Jonas Brothers. Inside the issue, they're opening up about their 20-year history. Nick tells People that having a big enough fan base to be able to tour 2 decades into their careers is pretty remarkable. And on top of that, the Jonas Brothers are starring in a new Disney Plus movie called A Very Jonas Christmas.
It's so good.
It is good. It's
really
hilarious.
Good, yeah.
And they're hard at work on Camp Rock 3. You can catch more from the Jonas Brothers cover story on the People app and on newsstands nationwide on Friday. I talked to somebody who's working on Camp Rock 3, and they said when the Jonas Brothers are there, they are so locked in.
You have
focused on the
to be that successful for that long, you got to be a pro.
And that busy. They're on tour. They're in this movie. Nick just announced an album coming out in February. They are
working it.
Working it. All right, who's ready to go wild over Zootopia 2? Fans are flocking to theaters to see the sequel to the tune of, just $500 million in ticket sales globally already. Many families now seeing it more than once in order to track the Easter eggs that are scattered all over the film, from a Ratatouille reference to an homage to The Shining, and even Robert Irwin as a koala named Robert Irwin. Our Chris Connolly asked Jason Bateman what it's like to be a part of this legacy. Take a look.
In animation, I'm just doing a voice. You are so reliant on many, many folks downstream to make it all come together and try to hit a target that works for multiple people, multiple generations, multiple nationalities. It's really humbling to be a little part of that.
And Zootopia 2 is in theaters everywhere. Love this. Love the Easter eggs, too. As a Swiftie, obviously Easter eggs are part of my culture.
It's your religion.
Yeah, exactly. Finally, it's time to wrap it up. Spotify releasing its highly anticipated 2025 Wrapped, and this year, the #1 most streamed artist globally is Bad Bunny, the Grammy winner. Yes, nabbing the top spot for the 4th time in his career, thanks to record-setting streams of his album Debí Tirar Más Fotos, which is also Spotify's most streamed album globally of 2025, followed closely by K-pop Demon Hunters, the soundtrack, and the most streamed song of the year globally is Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars' hit Die With a Smile. And this year, Spotify has thrown in some fun new features, including your listening age, what your listening group is based on taste, and even author clips from the writers behind your favorite audiobooks. Huge congrats to all of the creators and their fans. Will Reeve, what is your listening age?
My listening age? Well, first, Amanda, my fiance, texted me her age was 73, and I was making fun of her. Then I looked at mine, I was 76.
Oh my gosh!
But it's because we're planning our wedding and getting our playlist together, so we've got a lot of oldies and stuff. That's at least what I think.
In case you guys were wondering what my listening age is, it's 21.
Oh, well, you're Taylor Swift guy.
My guess is mine is like 11, given where we are with the family music taste.
All right, guys, thank you so much. Coming up, Patrick Wilson is here to talk about his new movie with Adam Sandler and George Clooney. It's a good one. Stick around.
We are back now on GMA3 with Patrick Wilson. He's here to talk about his new film, Jay Kelly, alongside George Clooney and Adam Sandler. It is so great to see you, Patrick. Welcome.
Applause.
Well, you get applause when you come on GMA3, and we're so happy that you're here. You've talked about this film taking people inside of Hollywood, but being so much more than that.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting because usually. Truthfully, anytime there's such an inside baseball type movie, I usually feel so removed from it, even though it's about our business. What I love about this movie is it's so universal, because I think we all sort of question what we do, what's the cost of it, who are we leaving behind,
meaning, and all of those things about life.
Obviously, serving yourself for your career, and it's important to have those goals for yourself, but at the cost of what,
Oh, I love that. That's an important message. And you've said that working with Adam Sandler has been a dream. Yeah. But there's something he does. Every take is sort of different, right? What's it like working with someone like that?
Well, it's great. It's refreshing. It's something that's unusual, for me. I mean, I don't live in the comedy world that much, so for me, this was.
You did that very Adam Sandler.
When you grow up watching a lot, SNL. I mean, look, what a gift to be working honestly with both these guys, and Noah Baumbach is just an incredible director. But Adam is somebody that for me, I've always been such a fan of his not only his comedy, but the guy can do so many things, and it kind of sneaks up on you. Even friends of mine that were just like, "Oh my God!" And when they saw Uncut Gems, you're like, "Yeah, well, that's Adam. I mean, he's that guy that can go in and out of these, and you kind of don't understand how he does it, even as an actor. It's just it's a very so when you're working opposite that. And it's every take is different. It's live. It's theater. It's great.
He's incredibly talented. So is Clooney, and so are you. So let's see a clip.
I'm going to go without a manager for a while.
Hold on.
Just an attorney and an agent and a publicist and a business manager.
You're my second oldest client ever. We've been together since the Disney shows.
I know.
I'm having problems at home. Vivian has anxiety and swollen feet.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And you're just coming off a successful television show. That correction takes a minute.
No, it's been a minute already.
You're in between ages. But I really feel like you're entering a sweet spot.
I just need to try this.
I was at your wedding. I gave you a toast.
I know.
We're family. I love you.
Stop.
Oh, man. Things are falling apart there.
It's not going well.
It's a nice little situation Sandler had on his neck there as well. So you have kids. Are they going to see this? What do they think about this whole thing?
Oh, boy. I'm so excited for my kids to see this, honestly, because, as somebody that's grown up in this business, and I've traveled away from my kids a lot, they come to set, you feel these very two disparate lives. So one, to see these guys that they've grown up with as movie stars, but two, just to see their dad, even in a sort of absurd version of my own life. I'm excited for them. So not only as a filmmaker, but as a son of somebody, sons of somebody that's grown up in the business.
Yeah. And we're also excited for you because we heard that you're doing a musical adaptation of The Lost Boys.
I am, yeah.
So that's a cult classic 80s vampire movie. Look at that. This must be so exciting. How's the project coming along?
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, we start previews in February, or in March. We open in April at the Palace Theater, lostboysmusical.com.
Wow.
That's me singing one of the. I'm not in the show, but I did do the singing.
How is the singing there? You are a singer.
Tell us about your voice.
Yeah, well, you can hear it.
Very good.
I mean, I started out doing musical theater, and so for me, I was always wearing my nice 80s Cinderella shirt there. No, we actually just had a concert with my brothers at the Bristol Hard Rock for a charity event last Friday. So I sing with Moonlighting as, I'll do this twice. Moonlighting as my 80s rock singer.
Triangles of success. Yeah. There you go.
Well, we are so happy you can moonlight here with us at GMA3. Patrick, thank you so much for joining us, and happy holidays to you and your family. Jay Kelly is in select theaters now and on Netflix this Friday. And coming up here, Tori Johnson is here with deals and steals for all your holiday gifting needs, with savings up to 66% off.
Welcome back to GMA3.
All right, welcome back to GMA3. Tomorrow on GMA, we're going back to Pandora for Avatar, Fire and Ash. We have stars Sam Worthington, Sigourney Weaver, Stephen Lang, Una Chaplin, and the one and only director James Cameron, ahead of the long-awaited return of the franchise.
It is a full house. That's going to be great. Coming up on Friday, what do a side of fries have to do with fashion's hottest shoes? Potatoes. Yes, the potato shoe is on our radar. Lori Bergamatto tells us why we are seeing it on runways and shows. Some of the top brands are doing this, guys.
That's wild. Yeah. All right. And pop star Jessie J tells us all about her fight against breast cancer and a new album, which is getting rave reviews right now. And she's setting the record straight about her new song. So that's coming up tomorrow.
We are looking forward to that conversation with her. Really powerful. But we're going to turn now to the latest incident of the door kick challenge. Police in Florida arrested 3 teenagers for the viral social media stunt, which authorities warn can turn deadly. Rhiannon Alley has that story.
911, where is your emergency? Someone just tried to kick in our front door.
3 Florida teenagers participating in the viral door kick challenge might not find the trend funny anymore after their alleged participation in it landed them in police custody.
Show me your hand. Show me your hand.
We don't have anything.
Authorities say the suspects caught on camera acting out the challenge that involves running up to the door of an unsuspecting resident and kicking it as hard as possible, running away before anyone answers.
And did you see any weapons?
No, but my husband was going to open the door with our gun, but he did not.
The challenge itself racking up millions of views on social media as law enforcement departments across the country say these seemingly harmless jokes can turn dangerous, even deadly.
You guys want to get shot by a homeowner when you kick in their front door and they think you're breaking in to kill them?
No, sir.
The St. Johns County Sheriff's Office says the group went to multiple homes in the neighborhood. They've been charged with loitering and prowling. And due to alleged property damage, one of the juveniles was also charged with criminal mischief.
And just to underscore how these types of incidents can turn violent, in September, 11-year-old Julian Gomez was fatally shot playing a similar ding-dong ditch prank in Houston. 42-year-old Army veteran Gonzalo Leon Jr. is now facing murder charges for that, so they can get really serious, and we thank Rhiannon for that report. Gio?
Oh, all right. Really heartbreaking. Okay, we're going to turn now to a GMA health alert here. The American Academy of Pediatrics is out with new research finding that kids who get smartphones at age 12 or younger, well, they may be at an increased risk of developing obesity and getting poor sleep. And our medical correspondent, Dr. Darian Sutton, is here with all the details. This is a fascinating study. Tell us about it.
A fascinating one and a concerning one. So this comes after a recent report. It was one of the largest studies on adolescent brain cognitive development, and the results were consistent across the board and really difficult to ignore. I want to show you some of these results. So they found that children who had a smartphone by the age of 12 had an increased risk of depression by 30%. an increased risk of obesity by 40%, and an increased risk of sleep deprivation by up to 60%. And these results were held across the board, regardless of the income of the family, the parental education, the puberty stage of the child, and even if that child owned other things like a tablet or a computer, for example.
So when, if at all, is the right time to give your kid a smartphone?
I can tell you that there's no right answer for that. I actually have conversations with parents, doctors of young children at this age, and they're all having different answers. So I can just tell people at home that you're not alone. Many people are trying to understand what is the evidence so that they can have the best guidance. I think when you look at this study, it's important to understand that not all smartphones are bad. They have resources, for example, community, education, connection. But when you're trying to understand how to travel that path with your child, I think you can look to the organizations and leading institutions like the American Academy of Pediatrics. They ask you to ask yourself some key questions. What does your child need the phone for? Is your child ready for it? Because every child has a different stage in their development. What are the challenges that your child might have that might make having a phone more difficult? And I think more importantly at the end, how are you going to check in with your child in their growing digital life? You know, a part of this is kind of necessary because phones are an inevitable part of life. So it really is about not only assessing whether or not they're ready, but figuring out how you can travel with them.
Yeah, I mean, I've talked to tech CEOs who say, we are literally living through an experiment.
Yes. Yeah.
And now the results are becoming more and more clear about how problematic both the smartphone, but also all of the apps and what kind of access people have, and young people in particular have. What do families do who say, you know what, we are doing the smartphone?
Yeah, you know, I think it's really looking for guidance that's grounded in evidence. And so if you're going to use your smartphone, I think really number one, understanding what plan are you going to have to make sure you use it safely, not only for your child, but also for the rest of your family. And doing certain things, like making sure that you set boundaries, talking to your child about why you're setting those boundaries. Explanations help to keep consistency. Utilizing the parental controls, practicing what you preach is really important here, because every time you pick up your phone, everyone in the house is going to pick up their phone.
You can't be at dinner staring at your phone
We all
and tell
know
your
and
kid
have
not
that
to do it.
Exactly, and it's hard to distract from that. And developing things like green time, making zones in the house and time periods where everyone can put their phone down to touch grass, essentially. Get out there, move around, and do things without electronics, I think is really important.
And I know that the study is for kids, but I think that also if you poll adults, we probably have very similar results.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Terry Sutton. And scan the QR code, you see that right there on your screen, to find an online quiz by the American Academy of Pediatrics to help parents decide if their child is ready for a smartphone. Very important, that QR code. Coming up, deals and steals for all your holiday shopping needs. Tori's here, stick around.
We are back now with Deals and Steals, and Tori Johnson is here with gifts for everyone on your list this holiday season, with savings starting at just $7. Gio's already getting
Will in there, dude. Will and I are like, what's the discount?
We like this.
Before I tell you that, I'm going to tell you that this segment is sponsored by PayPal. They are giving us the option to pay now or pay later this holiday season. We love that, and you guys love rain.
Yes. So good.
It's so good. I feel like maybe you and Sam Champion could have some competition about who is the biggest fan, because you told me you love it.
Yeah.
Sam loves it, and that's because all of this is made, every piece they make is this waterproof fabric. So it's a coated waterproof fabric. So if you are walking in there, and even Dr. Darian told me, like, he loves these too, because if you're out in the rain and you get home, you wipe it off. You're good to go.
I mean, I was in the rain yesterday and my backpack got soaked.
Soaked. So you needed this. We also have next to you, Will, that coated puffer winter coat. Yes, those are winter coats that we have in 2 different lengths. They've got so many details on them. Not only is that an insulated hood, but I also love that on the cuffs, they've got their ribbed storm cuffs. Because you know how often, like, the cold
feels nice.
Yes, the
finally
cold doesn't
Oh, did you see how long it is?
Yeah. We've got a short one and a long one. Everything is up to 66% off.
That's amazing. All right, I'm scanning the QR code for sure.
Okay, Rumpel. These are some of the best blankets for adventure seekers. So you see, first of all, it's literally like this. You carry it if you're going, backpacking,
put it on your backpack,
camping, tailgating.
Once it dries out.
Tailgating. What's great about this fabric is that it's incredibly durable, but lightweight for packing. We also have an option that has this super soft Sherpa lining as well. And again, folds up so nicely so that when you are camping, tailgating on the go, all 50% off.
You go camping? No.
I was excited. The kiwis I got excited about.
Yes, so dried fruit as well as all of those decadent nuts. What's great about these from Nut Cravings is that everything's just ready for gifting or ready for serving. Either way you go.
I've never had a dried kiwi before. It's really good.
So yummy. Everything here is 50% off. We've got great savings starting under $18.
Great to have a few of these during the holidays, gifts and parties and all the rest.
So you guys were talking about kids and phones. What I love about this, it's all about not handing your little kids 18 months to 5 years old a tablet to keep them entertained. Instead, all of these products from Learning Resources about making education and play fun. So whether it's you're choosing to sneak in the education with the fun or adding fun to anything educational, we've got hedgehogs that are great.
I think this is a little above your age range.
I don't know. He's having a hard time.
We even have options for coding, serious things like coding that you can teach kids without a screen. And then obviously little play sets in front. All of these are great. These start at $7.
We have a bunch of this at home and it's great.
All right, I love these books from Phaidon. So we've got this Christmas book here. These two are pretty fabulous. Look at this barbecue book. Pick that one up.
Atlas of Car Design.
That's a car design book that Michael loves. There's a barbecue that is like a cookbook that's gorgeous. That Christmas book is all about.
These are amazing coffee table books.
Exactly. So they're as beautiful to look at as they are to read. I am a personal fan of all of these for kids. Like Nature's Tiny Champions, like these are so fabulous because as adults sit down with kids, you both learn something on these.
I used to love these as kids.
Mysteries of marine mammals, dinosaurs. I mean, these are fabulous, and again, they get everybody excited. Phenomenal assortment from Phaidon. They make some of the best coffee table books, all 50% off, starting at just $7.50.
Oh, what a deal!
Those are fabulous. And then finally, we got a little wild softness here from Softies. So we've got this blanket, slippers, cardigan, and then the two-piece set. So whether you are sipping cocoa or stepping out, you're going to do it in style and softness, right? Isn't that fabulous? Cozy. And it's all 50% off.
Oh, such good deals, Tori. Thank you so much. And you have even more deals from our holiday season, our GMA window displays out there.
That's right. You can save 50% on every brand in the window. We've got Vitruvi essential oil diffusers. We also have these really great Kelvin tools that are popular. Plus, 47 other brands. I liked yesterday, I got some selfies snapped from some of our viewers who are visiting.
Oh, really?
Be sure to send us your selfies. The windows look great. Tori, thank you so much. And thanks to all of these companies, you can just remember, scan that QR code or head to gmadeals.com to check out the products. And coming up here, we got holiday cookies. It's a party. 3 fantastic cookbooks sharing their favorite recipes and ways to celebrate.
Ain't no party like a holiday cookie party, because a holiday cookie party is delicious. We have 3
No one else raised the roof with me.
I was busy telling everyone that we have 3 amazing cookbook authors here, Rebecca. They have tips for hosting your own cookie party and what to bake for one. We've got Dan Pelosi. We've got Casey Elsas and Samantha Sinivaratna. Thank you all for being here and bringing the goods, literally and figuratively. I am going to kick things off with Dan at this table. So the rest of you, I ask you to disperse.
We're gonna go
around the studio. We will see you shortly. So, Dan, I just want to sit here and eat all these cookies, but there's a method to the madness here. You've got them all split up. It's for throwing parties. You've got a book called Let's Party, which is a book I could get down with. What is the strategy here? What is a cookie party, basically?
Yeah, this is my annual holiday cookie party. I've been throwing it for over 10 years. My book is telling you how to throw it at home. There's a lot of cookies on my party table.
Nice.
The idea is everyone brings a cookie, they write what the cookie is on the table, make a nice neat pile, put your name, and everyone's eating them, sharing them. I'm asking you, like, oh my gosh, is that your cookie? What's the story behind it? It's a really great way to share cookies, and I think holiday cookie season is the best season.
I agree. It's sort of like a potluck for cookies.
Yeah.
So then you show up with the cookies that you made, and everybody else shows up with the cookies they made. How does one then take the cookies home?
I've done a few different things. I grew up with cookies in cookie tins, so sometimes I'll
Best
have
way to grow
extra
up.
cookie tins. It's a great way to keep them fresh. Also, these little sandwich bags are a great way to just fill it up and take them home, write your name on it. Really easy. It's a no-fuss party. Roll up the paper when the party's over and you're done.
Awesome. And what is your go-to cookie that you bring, and what do you hope that other people bring,
Well, I hope that everyone just brings a cookie that they love the most, but my cookie that I love the most is my family's pignoli cookie recipe, which is the Italian pine nut cookie.
Yeah.
Have you had these before?
I have. I'm about to have like 3 right now, too.
Yeah, they're really good. They're really easy to make, and they're kind of like the crown jewel of Italian-American holiday cookies.
Yeah, well, you're the crown jewel of this segment so far, but we are going to throw it over to the middle table.
You eat, let's rock over here. Casey Elsas is here with me, and he is the author of What Can I Bring, which is sitting on my counter right now, because the last time you were here, I've been making all the recipes. Today you got cookies. These are your favorites.
Yep.
Tell me more.
So these are chocolate chip cookies.
Yes.
Starts very normal, butter, sugar, eggs. But we've got one, oops.
I got it.
Thank you. We've got one really special ingredient in the mix here, and that's milk powder.
Milk powder?
Yeah.
And what does that do? What does that change?
You know when you're browning butter and you get all those nice toasted milk solids?
Yes, yes.
That's this.
Okay.
So then as you bake your cookie, you get that nice like bakery brown color. It adds a lot of savory flavor to it. It's my favorite little thing to throw in there. So we're gonna throw in all our ingredients, our flour, our chocolate chips.
Mix that up.
Yeah, super easy.
And
lots of chocolate chips.
I never like it when there aren't enough chocolate
more
chips.
chocolate
I have an
chips
issue
always.
there. Okay, so then it becomes this. What do we do?
And then we just grab our little cookie scoop. I love
Yes.
these things.
So
A
you
nice,
actually do use a
generous-
cookie scoop?
Always, yeah.
Okay.
I love a nice, generous scoop, though.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and
But
then
you have to
just throw it
separate
on.
them so they're not all one big cookie on the tray when you do that.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, and you say milk is not optional here.
Required.
Required.
Yeah.
So we got our milk. We're
Yep.
going to have our cookie in a second, but as we transport our cookies, you have some really good ideas.
I do, yes. I've been through this a lot. Tupperware never quite works. I've used those baking trays. They're always too flimsy.
Yes.
Pizza boxes are my
So
go-to.
smart.
Super sturdy, super lightweight, very flat, so everything stays put.
And you could put your cookies in there a little warm and
Oh,
still
totally.
transport
Yeah.
them. When you do it in the Tupperware, it never works.
Yeah, or if you've decorated, it's nice to just have an even layer of everything.
You have a nice little display.
Yeah.
All
And then
right.
a little tool I love to use at home, which
This
I
looks
also love
pretty.
to bring to cookie parties, is this tiered cooling rack. So if I'm baking a lot for the holidays, I have plenty of space to cool everything.
Mhm.
But it's also great at the party because you can get some nice vertical display going on.
It is
too.
really pretty. I like the gold.
Yeah.
All right, guys, over to you.
Let's talk to Sam Senavaratna here because she's the New York Times recipe developer and author of Bake Smart.
That's right.
I am so excited about this because all these things look like you're speaking my language. We've got oats, we got bananas. What are we talking about?
So these are chocolate banana oat cookies
Okay.
with a little bit of cinnamon.
Ooh.
I wanted to develop a recipe that used that one lame banana that just sticks around forever that you don't know what to do with. So this is the recipe for you. So we start with our dry ingredients whisked together. You make it all by hand. I have softened butter. You want to help me out?
Okay, let's do this. All the butter.
All
of course
the
you got all the butter in there.
I always use salted butter.
There's
Always,
the banana.
always. Our mushed up banana.
Why salted butter?
I think salted butter brings out the flavor of
it
your baked
does.
goods.
It really does.
You need more salt in your baked goods than you think you do.
Okay, and
So
then
I'm-
when do we mash this up?
Now.
Now, okay, so we just mash this all together. We've got the butter, the sugar. What about the oats?
Oats, everything goes in. It's just
Everything
a
goes
one-
in. So we
one
got
bowl
the
business.
oats, one bowl business. All right.
What do you think?
And here we go. Let's
And
try
then I
this.
want to tell you, there's a couple things when you're
Mhm.
making a lot of cookies. You can
Oh.
freeze your dough. You should know that. You can freeze your dough for months at a time. Make it a little easier for yourself.
That is a great tip. This tastes delicious.
Yeah.
All of your cookies,
They're
amazing.
so
Thank you for
good.
bringing them here. We appreciate
horrible.
it. And you can get these cookie recipes on GoodMorningAmerica.com. We'll be right back. All sugared up.
That is Cookie Party. Cookie Party. All right, thanks for watching. We're building our cookie bags to get out of here.
We got them right here.
Milk is not optional. For more news, you can check out What You Need to Know anytime on Disney+.
We'll
Have
see
a
you
great
tomorrow.
day.
Bye-bye.